Ta-da! Because guess what, friends? It's Monday, and it's 8 o'clock. And if it's Monday at 8 o'clock, then it's Mighty Monkeys Nerd World News. It's wine time. Yeah. And I'm your host, Bad Cop.
I'm Good Cop.
This is Good Cop. Yeah. In your drama-free zone.
You
Nice
don't want to
see
turn
guys.
me into a bad cop. It's not pretty.
Good to see everybody. As you can see in the lower corner of the screen, T-minus 5 days to launch, my friends and family out there.
I still have so much stuff to get done.
Oh, God, we do. There's Peter. There's James. There's another James. There's a Sierra and Elizabeth. Joseph Damiano's on board. Can't wait for Comic-Con. Neither can we. All right. What are we drinking?
Fat Frog Red by Montezuma's Winery.
Montezuma Vineyards in the Finger
Somewhere,
Lakes.
yeah.
In the Finger Lakes. I will take you there. It'll be fun.
Oh my God, this
Hi, Kels.
I am
Batman
not a
John.
big wine fan, but this is
She
delicious.
likes this. I think what the board should do is take Tanya on a wine tour so we can introduce her to everything. And I'm sure there'll be ones you do not like. And I'm sure,
there's
going to be a lot.
I've been on one, and I was just like,
because if you like this, I'm sure there's a couple of other ones you like. But anyway, this is New York, baby. Drink local, drink often. All right. And there's a D. There's Batman John.
Bill.
Jeff Knapp is on board. Bill's on board. Chris, nice shirt. Yep. Cliffs of Insanity State Park. I love this shirt.
Everyone was asking me today at work, what was the W for? I'm like, really? Really?
We're winners, man. We're winners. All right, let's jump into it, shall we, my friends and family? Hang on just a second while I play with the stuff. Boom, shakalaka. Boom. Okay, now I actually know what I'm doing. Our top story tonight, inspiration for SpaceX has a completely private crew. It's not, you can't say a private or a citizen crew.
A civilian crew.
Civilian crew, because that's been done before, apparently, by a couple of other countries. So this is your first private crew. You got from left to right, you got Chris, Sion, Isaac, and Haley, excuse me, not Ashley, Haley. And the fellow who was in command of the entire thing is the billionaire in the second to the left. That would be, I can't even remember the names, but I should just read the article. If I read the article, that'll explain everything. After 3 days in orbit, a physician assistant, a community college professor, a data engineer, and the billionaire who financed their trip arrived back on Earth, heralding a new era of space travel with a dramatic and successful Saturday evening landing in the Atlantic Ocean. The mission, which is known as Inspiration 4, splashed down off the Florida coast at 7:06 p.m. on Saturday. Each step of the return unfolded on schedule and without problems.
That's cool.
Right? About an hour earlier, the capsule named Resilience fired its thrusters for the 15-minute to drop out of orbit. The parachutes deployed, slowing Resilience to about 15 miles per hour as it hit the water. Within an hour, all 4 crew members walked out of the spacecraft one at a time, each beaming with excitement as recovery crews assisted them. It was the latest achievement in the year of spaceflight milestones. A couple months ago, 2 celebrity billionaires, Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, and Richard Branson, leader of the Virgin Empire of companies, went to the edge of space in vehicles built and operated by companies they had started, perhaps beginning the wave of wealthy space tourists making brief up and down jaunts off the planet. But Mr. Isaacman, who is not nearly as well known as Bezos and Branson, has now gone much further to an altitude of 366 miles higher than the ISS and the Hubble Space Telescope, and an orbital speed of more than 17,000 miles per hour.
I think I'd be space sick.
Yeah, it's possible. You never know. They do a lot of training, though, to get used to it and get you ready for it. And, there's such things called Dramamine. It still works even in space.
Yeah, well,
Well, snoozies. All right. Let's see, where is the article? By the time they launched, the 4 astronauts were a close-knit group. Mr. Isaacman, a high school dropout who founded Shift 4 Payments, a company that processes payments for restaurants and other business. Haley Arsenault, the young lady on the far right in our picture, she's 29 years old, a physician assistant at St. Jude's Children's Research Center in Memphis. C.N. Proctor, 51, a community college professor in Phoenix. And C.N. Proctor, I'm going to have to look this up, but I heard in an interview the other day, she was born and raised in Fairport. I might have the suburb wrong, so you're going to look that up for me. But I think she's a local girl. So we have ties to the space program yet again, because
I'm sure someone's already.
Well, Commander Pam Melroy, who commanded 2 space shuttle missions, she went to Bishop Kearney. So there's a thing. And Christopher Sembrowski, 42, a data engineer who lives in Western Washington State. Now, for a brief moment, there was a record 14 people in orbit at the same time. The 4 Inspiration 4 crew members, 3 Chinese astronauts on the country's nascent space station, and an international crew of 7 astronauts aboard the ISS. So, orbit was getting a little crowded for humankind for a change of pace. Kind of cool in light of all of the misery and stuff that's been going on down here on Earth, to have some cool stuff going on in the advancement of space travel. Awesome sauce.
Yes, she was born in Guam, but she graduated from Fairport High School.
Graduated from, see, I knew there was a Fairport connection there. All right, so what's next? Let's see if there's anything else. I don't see any other information right now.
This was a 3-day trip. It's a
Yes.
lot better than the 3-hour trip.
tour.
The
3-hour tour. It was definitely more than a 3-hour
Because
tour.
it said "and the billionaire," so that made me think of Gilligan's Island.
Yes, and now Haley Arsenault has a lot of firsts. She's the youngest American to ever go into orbit. She is a cancer survivor. She had pediatric cancer and was actually a patient at the St. Jude facility when she was a child, and is now a physician's assistant there. And so the entire trip was a fundraiser for St. Jude's, and upon landing, Inspiration 4 had raised more than $160 million,
Nice.
including $100 million from Mr. Isaacman for the hospital, which treats children at no cost for families and aims to discover cures for cancer and other diseases. Elon Musk himself, the founder and leader of SpaceX, turned around and said, you know what, throw me in for 50 mil. Because he can do that sort of thing. It's like chump change for this guy. But that is so cool, though. I mean, it was for a great cause. And they definitely did some work up there, and they had a good time. So that's kind of a cool thing. I dug that. That was a lot of fun. All right, so let's see. We're going to jump over to the comment section. And hello, comment section.
Deanna said yes to the wine tour.
Yes to the wine tour. Elizabeth Rice, meanwhile, Disney has opened their space dining restaurant at Epcot today. Cool. I hope you get a chance to check that out. Sierra says, I can't drink, no getting drunk for me. You know what? That's fair. I respect that. You know,
It's been a day.
it really has been a day.
Just
One for the participant is, yes, see, Deanna was confirming that for us. And just like in the 90s when billionaires rode nonstop hot air balloons. So that was Branson. Branson kind of had a hobby for balloons. Well, you know, he's full of hot air, so what do you want, right? All right.
so are we.
So are we. So from there, it's time.
I have comics.
It's comics.
Yes,
It's comics time. Because
it's
every
time
week,
for comics.
because every week a new set of comic books come out every
Yes.
Wednesday.
Yes, Jack and Coke here. Yes, it's been a day in
And
Palmyra.
Palmyra.
And you know what? Tonight is a full moon, harvest moon. Get out and check it out. But that's where all the crazies are happening.
Yes.
And actually, we do have a new,
Yeah.
cleaner logo that we're going to be able to
We're
upload.
switching to a new logo.
It's the same logo, but it's definitely crisper. Rob Dumo, thank you, was able to take that and put it into vector, as he was the artist that created it for
Sexy.
us. So we're going to be able to do that for jackets and things like that, and iron-ons. So, but this week I picked some unusual comics. The first one is Once in a Future number 20, Arthur versus Arthur. Knowing that Grail Castle may be their best chance of survival, Bridget, Duncan, and Rose hunker down and prepare for the worst. Elsewhere, the resurrected King Arthur challenges an arriving usurper to his rightful throne, another King Arthur, and raises an army of undead to do it. This sounds like a D&D campaign.
Most do.
Yeah.
Do you think the comic book writers play D&D and they get
They very
inspiration
well
for their
could
stories
be.
from their exploits?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the new Arthur has the greatest knight of all on his side. That would be Lancelot. So the next one for this week, Star Wars Adventures, Ghosts of Vader's Castle number 1. Join Kevin Scott, Francesco Francavilla, and a host of classic Star Wars artists in this epic conclusion to the Vader's Castle saga. Star Wars Adventures, Ghosts of Vader's Castle is a horror-packed, star-studded 5-week event guaranteed to haunt your dreams. In issue 1, life is looking up for Lena and Milo Graff and Crater, but Milo has been having nightmares about zombie droids. Find out what's causing these dreams and if Milo can handle being haunted by the ghosts of Vader's Castle. And that's Dawn of the Droids is the first one.
So it's a zombie apocalypse of droids.
Yes.
Because why not?
Yes.
Go to this one.
Now this one, the next one, Saint Mercy. I read the first one. Now I'm happy that the second one's coming out, and I'm going to be stealing your copy. I have to read Telepaths first. Saint Mercy number 2. When a desperate outlaw discovers Mercy's secret, he leaves her for dead and seeks the support of his former band of thieves to steal the cache of cursed ink and gold. But things begin to spin out of control when the gang and their leader Frank pay a visit to Mercy and her father Nito, intent on taking the gold for themselves. Little do they know, there's an ancient fire that they're about to ignite. And last but not least, the death of Dr. Strange number 1. Death comes for the Sorcerer Supreme. Dr. Stephen Strange is the world's greatest neurosurgeon and Earth's Sorcerer Supreme. He defends our planet from the supernatural and interdimensional threats no other hero is equipped to handle. But what would happen if he unexpectedly died? I think a lot of us would cry.
Dum, dum, dum.
Who would protect Earth and keep the mystical evils at bay? Wong. Got it. And more importantly, who killed Stephen Strange? The final chapter of Doctor Strange starts here by Jed MacKay from Moon Knight Black Cat and Lee Garbett, Captain Marvel. It really doesn't say Wong in there, but that's just my guess.
That's your guess. Yes.
With Shang-Chi and his sister Zhu.
His sister Zuzu.
Zhu Zhang or whatever. Yeah.
Tanya and I saw Shang-Chi over the weekend and
with Sean and Nancy.
It was amazing. We had such a blast. It was such a good movie. Such a good movie. I've been reading, and it's funny to see the comment section because the comment section is basically like a dearth of humanity. And so there's a bunch of people out there going, oh, Shang-Chi's the worst movie ever. It's terrible. It was boring. Oh my God. No, it was awful. I'm like, were we watching the same movie? What the hell?
It was like a storyline. It's like you were going one way and like, but then you could see like some sympathy for the antagonist of like where. And
Simu Liu, who plays Shang-Chi, he is such a natural. He's got a great presence on screen. He just was rolling with it. And
it kind of reminded me some of the choreography and stuff. I want to see if Jackie Chan was in doing as an advisor.
Well, you had Michelle Yeoh on set, and she was, one of Jackie's students as well, I believe.
So,
I mean, Michelle Yeoh is amazing. What an amazing woman.
Fighting on the scaffold and things like that.
Yeah. So. Absolutely. Let's just jump right up here real quick to Sierra's werewolves or werehucks, because we were talking about lycanthropes and whatnot. Did you ever see the one about somebody at there's a DM saying, okay, so in the distance you see a warehouse, and somebody innocently asked, is that a house that when there's a full moon it turns into a monster? And the DM's like scribbling notes. It is now. Hang on.
Not necessarily something to store stuff in.
Yeah, there you go. Also, let's see. Also, love Dad and Mom's fight at the start. It was more like
yes. That was amazing.
That was pure. That's pure Asian action cinema. Well, they are like, so amazing at that sort of thing.
And that's like all the Tai Chi and using it for defense rather than.
And she was owning him, and he knew it. That was the best. I mean, the interaction was amazing.
Like, ooh.
Yeah.
I actually found somebody that's my equal.
Yeah. And she's like, no, I'm not your equal, sweetheart. it's so cute of you to think that.
Yeah. And Elizabeth, you're right. The baddie was more than just simply evil. He was.
And that's something MCU has always been pretty good at, is that there have been some villains that have been villains, but then there are a lot of villains that have, like, you almost get why they're doing it.
Yeah.
And the MCU
what he was doing.
Right. MCU's been very good about that sort of thing. So I dig it. Like Thanos, for a while, you kind of understood what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
Right? Almost sympathize him to her a little bit.
He went about it the wrong way.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, so we highly recommend Shang-Chi and the
Legend of the Ten Rings.
And, not to spoil, but it's a Marvel movie. Stay through the whole
2 tag scenes. 2. There's one mid-credit and one at the end.
At the end.
It was amazing to me how many people were getting up and walking out.
75% of the theater left.
It's like, don't you understand where movie you're at?
They put the lights up and everyone's like, oh, it's time to
go. Seriously.
I'm like, and Sean, Nancy and I are like, haven't you ever been to a Marvel movie before?
Yeah, I look back over my shoulder and go, there's 2. And a bunch of people are like, oh, yeah, that's right. And they sat back down. It was hilarious.
It was ridiculous that they left.
Should we get back to the fun? Let's get back to the show.
Yes.
All right. So we're going to get back to the show for a moment here. But we'll hang out and chat some more too. Due to a situation beyond my control, I will not be at FC3 this year.
I know,
Batman John, we're going to miss you, man. But hey, more time to rest up, heal up, and get yourself strength. Get your strength back. And then next year, you will be starting the Congo line through the vendor floor, right? In full costume, no less. So that'll be a thing. Anyway, Come on, either wear a mask or put on the red shirt. You know the deal.
Our security staff will have both.
Yes, we'll have clear face shields even. So if you are like, I can't mask up, we got a solution for you.
We got a solution.
So now back to the fun. Easy. Don't kill yourself on my chair there, kid. Good Lord. All right. Ewan McGregor says Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi will not disappoint. He was interviewed at the Emmys. So he was asked about the Star Wars spinoff, and he said it will not disappoint after accepting his first Primetime Emmy Award during Sunday's ceremony.
Ooh.
The Obi-Wan actor, a winner for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Limited Anthology Series or Movie for Halston, teased the making of the live-action Star Wars series by calling it a different experience from the George Lucas-directed film trilogy. Obi-Wan reunites McGregor with his two-time Star Wars prequel co-star Hayden Christensen, who reprises his role as Darth Vader for a lightsaber-swinging rematch of the century when the spin-off premieres in 2022 on Disney+. He's quoted as saying, "We finished shooting our series and it was really, really good fun. I really enjoyed working with Deborah Chow, and I think it will not disappoint," he goes on to say. He was backstage at the 2021 Emmys. The new technology, he goes on to be quoted, that we employed doing it is cool, and it was a different experience than making the original 3 films that I did. McGregor portrayed Obi-Wan, a Jedi Knight and later Jedi Master, in prequels The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith. The new series from Disney and Lucasfilm marks McGregor's first time reprising the role on screen since 2005.
I'm so excited.
Isn't it kind of wild?
Well, it's Ewan McGregor. Come on.
The series, helmed by the Mandalorian director Chow, takes place a decade after Revenge of the Sith. The prequel trilogy finale ends with Obi-Wan having defeated his former friend and Padawan in a fiery fight on Mustafar, going into exile on Tatooine to protect Luke Skywalker, one of the newborn twins of the fallen Jedi Anakin. Again, he's quoted as saying, he has this one task left, which is to keep Luke safe, McGregor said while revealing the first details during Disney Investor Day 2020. Hounded by Jedi hunters, Obi-Wan goes on a rollicking adventure across the galaxy far, far away before having what Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy called the rematch of the century with Darth Vader. "We couldn't tell the story of Obi-Wan without addressing Anakin or Vader," Chow said in a sizzle reel screened at Investor Day, teasing audiences will definitely see Obi-Wan and Vader get into it again. Again, added McGregor in the first look of the sizzle reel. "Most beautiful thing of it all, it brought me back together with Hayden. It'll be amazing to bring those characters back together again, very unexpectedly." So like I said, premieres 2022, Disney Plus, 2022. Not that far away anymore. Kind of around the corner as we close in on October of 21. Where did this year go? That way.
Wherever the pandemic was.
Wherever the pandemic takes us, I suppose. So that's a thing, and we hope you guys get a chance to enjoy it as much as we're looking forward to it. Elizabeth Rice goes on, also going to be upset if Ahsoka does not get to see him. I'm not sure if they're going to go that far, especially because Ahsoka's getting her own Disney Plus series, but we'll never know. You never know. All right, so it's that time of the year again where we start.
I need to be cut off.
Huh?
What? Deanna said I need to be cut off.
She knows you better than I do. All right, it's birthday time. But we love you anyway, honey. Yeah. It is. It's true. We do. I do, at least. Nobody else's opinion matters. So I'm going to bring this.
I think Deanna loves me.
Deanna loves you. That's true.
Anne loves me. She's my bestie.
Anne loves you. Yes.
And Deanna's my other bestie.
Yes. Well, Dee's your older sister who takes care of you.
We'll need bail money this weekend.
Yes, we will. All right. Birthdays. Monday, September 20th. Today, happy birthday to the Punisher, John Bernthal. Game of Thrones author, George R.R. Martin. Sophia Loren, who still looks fantastic. And actor Gary Cole. We have nothing to say, but yeah, happy birthday. Right. Anyway, Tuesday, September 21st, we say happy birthday to author Stephen King, actor Bill Murray, Luke Wilson, and violinist extraordinaire Lindsay Sterling. I had a really bad Lindsay Sterling joke the other day. I'm not really going to go with it.
She is phenomenal.
She's adorable, too. She's fantastic. And the athleticism. Have you seen her
on TikTok?
The athleticism is insane.
Yeah.
The man, I can't even wrap my brain around it.
She's hysterical on doing the stuff behind the scenes on TikTok.
Yes, she is. Good stuff there.
TikTok.
All right, where am I going? Wednesday, September 22nd, Harry Potter veteran Thomas Felton, none other than Draco Malfoy himself. Future She-Hulk Tatiana Maslany, Billy Piper for all you Doctor Who fans.
Ooh, yay!
And actress Bonnie Hunt. On Thursday, September 23rd, The Boss, Bruce Springsteen, Captain America, Anthony Mackie, actress Elizabeth Pena, and I was in the pool. Jason Alexander from Seinfeld is on board for a birthday on Thursday. Friday, September 24th, while Tanya and I are running back and forth to the airport, is a bunch of maniacs. We say happy birthday to the creator of Mr. Incredible and his family, Brad Bird. My big fat Greek wedding alumni, Nia Vardalos.
The father passed away.
I did see that. 90-something.
Yeah.
That was a good score. And none other than young Hercules himself, Kevin Sorbo. Oh, convention weekend is right around the corner, my friends. And guess what? September 25th, Saturday, Will Smith, Donald Glover, Mark Hamill.
It would be great if he showed up for his birthday at FC3.
He is our surprise guest, maybe?
No. But that would be awesome. Hey, Mark Hamill, if you happen to be watching this,
happy birthday.
Happy birthday. We would love to celebrate with you in Rochester.
We'll get you a cake and everything. It'll be
absolutely wonderful. I have wine.
And wine. Cake and wine. Does that work?
Sure.
Sure. Wine sorbet. Yeah, that'll work. And also on Saturday, legendary journalist Barbara Walters. On Sunday, September 26th of 2021. We say happy birthday to Linda Hamilton, Jim Caviezel, and the most interesting man in the world, right there.
What's his birthday?
Jonathan Goldsmith.
Oh, that's pretty accurate.
Isn't it great that he's like the last slide and he's on the last stop on the web birthday list? I think that's fantastic because he is the most interesting man in the world. Hey guys, if it is your birthday this week, I hope you have a great birthday. I hope you get a chance to spend it with friends and family. We are going to be really busy this weekend, but we hope we get a chance to see you at the convention. Tanya and I do intend on being here 1 week from tonight for Nerd World News on Monday, the 27th. I can't expect that we'll actually be like more than, are we doing anything right now?
Yeah, I don't know how much we're going to be. Whatever.
But we're going
to have to run back and forth to the airport on Monday, too.
Yeah, but not at like 8 o'clock at night.
No, it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
Or whatever.
So you guys have a great night. Oh. What?
Anne wanted me to do this.
Okay, and go ahead, do the thing.
Do you know a teacher or an educator other than me? We are looking for educators, daycare providers, or any others looking for books and materials to teach inclusion. Whether it's books on autism, racial equality, gender equality, and all things equal about humanity. We are looking for someone to give books on this subject to. Applications will be available at the con or email Ann at fc3roc.org. We definitely want to continue to give back to our community. So, and
kind of what we do.
Everything with diversity, inclusion, and equality, it's going around in this world. We just got to love everybody.
Yep, absolutely.
Love everybody.
Love your neighbor. It's a thing. All right, my friends, we love you. We can't wait to see you this weekend. Be safe. Have a great week, and we will see you on Saturday. Da, 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 da.